we go, back to the warrior. Feels like I've not played this for ages. I don't know how long it's actually been.
What are we,
Right,
not slaves to this
where are
torment?
we? Never mind, we'll just listen to what she's got to say. Good old Sylvanas. One of my 3 favourites. Obviously her, Illidan and Arthas. All I've been doing recently is just making videos. Either Harry Potter ones or WoW ones. Yesterday, as soon as I got back from the gym, I just spent 5 hours working on a Harry Potter one. About why the Christmas in the first one is the coziest. And then I did a Quidditch one a few days ago. And then what was the other one? Oh, one about the Hogwarts castle itself and how it's terrifying with all the stuff that goes on. So they're released for each Saturday. And then what have we got WoW wise? We had the last one was the one about the it's good it's coming back to the Eastern Kingdoms. You know what's annoying about that video, right? Is I checked the stats earlier and 72% of the views on that video have come from shorts that I've put out. Now on the one hand you think, well that's good that people are watching the shorts and going from that to your video. But on the other terms, YouTube just are not pushing it at all. Which is so annoying because I think last time I checked the short was up to like 4.7 thousand views, quite a few likes and a few comments. So it shows that people do find that topic interesting. So if YouTube had actually pushed the long version of that video, it could have done really well. I think they've shown it to because you get an impressions section on the YouTube studio, and that impressions is how many people they've put it in front of. And they've only put that video in front of 100 and something people, which is absolutely ridiculous. Well, now we've unlisted obviously all these versions of these videos, Let's Play from that channel. Hopefully in a couple of weeks they'll know that and start pushing those videos. I know I moan about this stuff a lot, but it is quite annoying when you spend days on a video. I am glad though that I'm in that frame of mind at the moment of just thinking of scripts. The problem is I think about it at work and I allow myself say 2 hours to think about it before I put my audiobooks in. Yesterday I was thinking of one and it was going to be, well it will be, I said it then as if I wasn't going to do it, about why Harry Potter isn't just for children. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about different things like the different deaths in Harry Potter and then love, and how you see it differently as a child to how you see it as an adult. So like Snape's death and the love he has for Harry's mum. Obviously as a child watching that, you've never been in love with someone, so you would view it slightly differently as Snape breaks down in tears as you see his Lily dead. You can't quite grasp that as a child. And then in the books when Fred dies, I suppose in the films as well, and you know that Molly, his mum, that was her biggest fear when she seen the boggart turning into all the different children, that they're all them dead. So there's just different moments where obviously you'll be sad as a child, but as an adult it's even worse because you know the ramifications of what it all means. So that's what I'm going to go into. And I was thinking about this on my round and I was getting more and more into it. And I was thinking, oh, this is going to be good, this. But the problem is, as buzzing as I am, I can't do anything because I'm at work. So I can't get to work on it. Whereas ideally, I'd have these ideas and I'd be at home and I'd be like, right, let's get to it. And then I should really speak more about the WoW ones given to the WoW channel. And then the WoW one today, one of them I thought of was how we need to get WoW down to less versions of the game. And I thought we could have 3. The obvious one being Midnight. well, retail. So that one we don't really need to chat about. And then we have two others. We have Classic Plus, which is for different people, different things. And then we have a third one, which this now will get a lot of people. They might not like this idea, some will and some won't. It's vanilla into TBC into Wrath, and then it starts again. But you don't keep the characters. It refreshes, so you lose those characters. But there's an achievement system. So, say you go through and you do different achievements. The next time you go through it, you might get, say if you do loads of achievements, you might get, say, like an extra 1% XP bonus, and then other things might boost it, or extra gold increase, or extra mounts. So the next time you go through, you've got these little bonuses. Because there's just no point having these servers which last forever. Because once you get to max level and you've got all the gear, you don't go back on it ages later. Like Classic Era has shown that. Like, hardly anyone plays Classic Era. They play Anniversary because it's fresh. So that's what it's about. So then they could do that if they just refresh it. I reckon 8 months vanilla, 8 months TBC, 8 months Wrath, so 2 years, and then you start it again. And you just keep going, doing that again and again and again. And then you might have slight changes each time. If say people think, oh no, we actually want Dungeon Finder this time round on vanilla. Do it that time round. Next time, maybe take it out. One time, maybe put Raid Finder in. And then on another time, you could have it where once you get to Wrath, they're doing what the Chinese server do, where you can do all the raids, like Molten Gear and Gear Up, and just have that. So that would be my 3 versions of the WoW. And the people who are like, I just want to play Era. Well, that's why we've got Classic Plus. So you're going to have that, and it's going to be more like the Era. That's what my video is going to be about. I need to get the script and everything sorted. These were just an idea I was thinking that worked today. Another one is what's happening with Sylvanas. Like I said, I think that she's going to be back and save us. I think she's going to save Illyria somehow, with her being a sister. I'm hoping she doesn't, but she could end up sacrificing herself to save Illyria. So Sylvanas dies at saving everyone. I could see that happening. I think there was another one. So good job not many people watch these videos, because someone might watch and think, that's a good idea, and then just rob my idea and put that video out. But at the moment, we've only got a couple of views, but we'll get there. More just enjoying the process, isn't it? I say that after just moaning about the other videos not getting views. I know they will eventually though. Maybe not those ones, but I know that the channel eventually will do. Because my thumbnails are good. The videos themselves are pretty decent. Not to blow my own trumpet or anything, but obviously I like WoW and I watch other people's content, so I have an idea if a topic is interesting. Like coming back to the Eastern Kingdoms, that's just such a good thing, and I hope it does that. Oh, that was it. Another one was how we're going to blow up the other islands to keep the game on Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. I haven't quite worked that one out yet. I decided to myself, right, we're going to stop thinking of scripts now, and now we're just going to listen to Empire of the Dawn. That's the last one in the 3 of Empire of the Vampire.
We shall triumph.
I've preferred the other 2 to the 3rd one so far. The 3rd one, it's good, but I don't know. The 1 and 2 were better. There's still a lot of time for it to change, and we are at a good point now in the story where it's getting more enjoyable. I wish it could go back to the man though, because it's from 2 points of views. Gabriel de Leon, and then his sister Selene, and Gabriel, just a better character. I like his internal monologue better. He's just a really good character, to be fair. Arsenal game tonight, 8 o'clock. so I've got time. What my plan is to do this, have some food, and then we've got a video coming out the next 3 weeks on the Luminous Links channel on every Friday at 10 AM. So I'm going to make shorts of those for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, nothing. And that's ideally what I want. I want to have every Friday at 10 AM a long video, and then of that video I want to make shorts of it for the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, depending on how big it is. Obviously if it's not that big, it could just be maybe Saturday, Sunday. And then on the Potter channel, that's called the Parcel Tongue Press, that's going to be a Saturday instead of a Friday. It's going to be Saturday at 1, and then shorts again a couple of days after. I just like now that I'm so into it, it just gives me something to do. Like, I've always got something to do now, because I've got these channels, and then obviously work, gym and reading, so I've got no reason not to be doing anything other than if I'm absolutely knackered. But when something like that, where it gets your mind going, it's just you create energy by being upbeat and buzzing to do it. I can't remember what I said on the last one, but one of my mates at work who's got a channel called Twin Heart, I was telling him all this, and it's a bit annoying in a way because I have to speak really quickly to him, because at work our boss always moans if he catches us chatting. He was just like, you seem really excited about all this at the moment. And I was like, well, I am, because I've got loads of ideas, and 2, you're the only one who cares. I can't really tell like my other mates stuff like this because they're just not interested, which is shit when you think like your mates that should really be interested in stuff that you're working hard on and sort of help out, but they never do. They just sort of change the conversation or just not ask. I always think it'd be good if you had like a close knit set of mates who actually helped each other out for different things. Right, say if you had a group of 3 of you or 4, you didn't sure what jobs you wanted, so you just got around one night and like, right, Bill, you've got these good skills, well, I'll help you apply for jobs doing that. Right, Nigel, you're good at this, why don't we apply for jobs doing that? But that just never happens, does it? I don't think I've ever heard of a group of friends doing stuff like that. Like, I did ask them if they wanted to start a channel together, like a little project, but nope. But granted, my main one is with one of my mates. A different one though. So I've got Luminous Links with one of my mates, and then I've got all the rest of mine. Keeps us busy, doesn't it? That's one thing I would recommend people just to do. To create a YouTube channel, doesn't matter what it is. Just find a topic that you find interesting, because if you're doing it for the sake of it, it's going to be difficult to create content on. Whereas, because I love WoW and love Harry Potter, it's very easy for me to come up with ideas, because it's something that I want to know, or something that I'm interested in. Like I said about Molly Weasley being toxic, I always think that when I'm listening to it. I've never seen anyone say that. And also, another one was about Draco Malfoy, how he gets this strange love in the fandom, but that's because people are thinking of Tom Felton, the actor, and not Draco Malfoy, the character. He doesn't deserve love from the fans. WoW, I don't know enough about WoW's lore. Even though I've listened to it, a lot of the time, I haven't exactly got the best memory at times. And it ended up going to shit, a lot of it. If it hadn't gone to shit after Wrath of the Lich King, I would be properly invested in it. A bit like Game of Thrones in a way. I love that series, and the lore for that's good, but it annoys me that you hadn't brought out the last 2.
A coin spent here is a coin for Gilneas.
I'll still watch this other stuff he brings out though, because I seen the other day there was an article saying how they're working on prequels, but they're on also on. There are chats about doing sequels to it, so that'll be interesting. There's like Dunk and Egg coming out this next year. I think it was like 2. There's like Dunk and Egg, House of Dragon, and then like the year after you've got the same, like the next seasons of that. I've never read the Dunk and Egg, so apparently they're novellas. I think it just means short books, I think. But the House of Dragon, I've watched it all, but I haven't been that keen on it. There's been parts of episodes which I found enjoyable, but it's not like I've watched a whole episode and thought that was amazing. It's just been part of it, which is completely different to Game of Thrones. And everyone was arguing, saying, "Oh, you only don't like it because there's no action in it." Not to me, but just online. And I was like, no, that's not the reason people don't like it. They don't like it because they don't enjoy the characters. As in Game of Thrones, even when you're just chatting, especially Tyrion, he's interesting character. Pretty much most of them are. Apart from say like Sansa at the start, you've got so many contrasting ones. Littlefinger, Varys, Ned Stark, like, loads. Jon Snow, Khaleesi, Drogo. I loved Law to start with as well, with the Night King and the Walkers. It just something about that sort of baddie. I really like. I don't know why either. And then when you found out how they were made, I was disappointed. And even more disappointed about how he died. I remember being sat at my dad's house and sat on the floor. Oh, I always watch TV so I can sort of stretch a bit. And as soon as she jumped through and just put the dagger in him, I remember just shaking my head like that. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I remember that all the theories about what was going to happen, like were they going to take over the north, and like was the north going to have to retreat and go to King's Landing, and then like slowly that undead just control of that north going downwards, and then at the King's Landing we have like one final stand of everyone together against this undead army. Nope, not at all. I'd like to know when the expansion's going to be out. I wish Blizzard would just be more forthcoming with when expansions are coming out. Instead of telling us a pre-patch, I know we can always work it out, but why just not tell us? Just say it's going to be a month long. Pre-patch, I wish it was now. That'd be spot on, that. Thing is, they probably won't make it that long because they know that people want to boost characters. So if they made a long pre-patch, people might just level. But if they don't, people will buy that boost, which they have to buy the epic edition, where you get like free mounts and stuff. Well, it's not free, is it? You're paying for everything. Mounts are included, which they're... But no one's bothered about all that stuff. All they want is the boost, which gets them to 58. And that's an absolutely ridiculous amount to pay for it. So obviously that's why they've chucked in all that other stuff. It's like, oh no, it's not just that for the boost. You get these other mounts. That's my matcha tea. Still don't like it. I was hoping it was going to grow on me. Hasn't yet. I can't believe it's 4 weeks till Christmas. Work's not even been that bad yet. Compared to what it's normally like. Sort of cute looking at. Doesn't give us a random time, so that's not good. Where do we hand that in? It must be hiding behind that caravan, yeah.
I offer service with a smile. Spread the good word, eh?
20 strength, 30 stamina. Naughty that.
What? No tip? Always a pleasure.
Right, put on this. What do we want? What's that? That's decent. But I need to get that to get it. That's this running crown granted all party members within 40 years, 10% temporary. I mean, I'll have it, but I'm that arsed by that. A temporary increase. Right. Which one do we want? That'll do. I mean, it's not like we're going to struggle to kill anything, is it? Gidwin Goldbreads. See now, look. Preston Argyle. It's a football team in England. There must be English people working on this. Because that's so random. Yeah, I'm saying upgrade. There we go, got that appearance. Did I not have mail to check? Doesn't look like it. Can't remember checking ever having a look after last time. So I put things on the auction house. I think I might have picked them up and just vended the ones that didn't sell. If I remember rightly. Could be wrong now. Oh look. You have collected all rewards for this month. Vashir, definitely not. The War Within. So that's the only raids he had in the War Within. He had 4. And that's a world. No, surely not. So they're all world bosses and he had 3 raids. That can't be right, surely. It must be. That must be the shortest ever. And that one as well, only 4. Well, 3. That's pathetic, that. And again. That looks like a better one. No, I've not done them. The ones in the recent expansions, but I don't know, these two just feel like proper baddies compared to Dragonflight. These just become a bit of a joke. A dinosaur looking thing there. Whereas what have we got in Shadowlands? Dragon and then sort of vampires. Sardonathrius. You know, in Eye of the Jailer. They all look like Kel'Thuzad. They look like proper baddies. As bad as the expansion I know it was, doesn't mean everything about it's bad. The raids look better there. Obviously, like I say, I'm not the best person to ask.
The only honest merchant's a Gilnean merchant.
What an accent that is. Oh, Cockney, I think. Old-fashioned one.
For the Alliance, be careful.
What's that? Battle for Azeroth reputation gains. Skyrim is currently able now where you can fly, I know that. I don't mind some of the BFA ones.
See you around. What can I do for you? Have a good one.
I used to always do a Taldazar for Mythic Plus. I just got that one down to a T and I just used to do that all the time. On me Paladin. I've probably deleted that character now. I don't know whether the one that I've got at max level is the same one or just one I made. I think it's one I made. I think I did a playlist of what's going to be my main for War Within, Paladin or Death Knight. And I think I kept that character. Could be wrong there though. But I think I just wanted to carry the playlist on. I'd interrupted that. Too late. Wasn't quick enough, was I? Naughty boy. I'm interested to see what our lineup's going to be like tonight for Arsenal, or whether we're going to go all out or not. With Chelsea on the weekend, that's the one that matters most. We're already going to get through to the next round of the Champions League. If we lose to Chelsea, they'll only be 3 points behind us. Whereas if we win, we'll be 9 clear of them. And it'll be a third of the season gone. It'll be 13 games in. And we'll play it. Third of the season in, and we'll play Chelsea away. No, sorry, Chelsea at home. Liverpool away. United away. City at home. Newcastle away. So a lot of hard games already. We've obviously played Liverpool at home. And United at home and Newcastle at home. Going to make the back end of the season. Well, the 18 games in the second half of the season should be easier than 18 games in the first half of the season. Should. Obviously in the second half you're going to have knockout rounds of competitions. So much more intense. We could have, say, Real Madrid on a Wednesday in the Champions League quarterfinals, and then end up having City away in the Prem on a weekend. Well, that's the position you want to be in. You don't want to be like it was years ago where we were out of all these things. Feels a bit dead, this place. Still a lot more to do with all the different towers they've got now. And she is Pamela Redpath. Is it like a Carlin Redpath, I think? Joseph's hunting blade that's in that wolf and her little doll. Remember this nearly killing us on Classic? Been there. Going in there and loads of ghosts spawning. She was on a druid or something like that. That must be. That's my highest level. Got a 61 on the PvP realm, which I never ever play. I just play on the PvE server. PvPs just aren't worth it for me. I can't be bothered logging and getting ganked and having to do a corpse run. It's just too far to run on vanilla. And you can't transfer your character to a different realm either. Because I would have just transferred some of those characters to the PvE realm, but what that me? Don't think there's a shop. Or at least there wasn't when I looked. Ugh. Awful. Got myself a bit of chicken and pasta from M&S after work, so I need to have something nice to eat after this. M&S food's always nice. There is no loot. It's an odd looking doll. Reminds me of the book I'm listening to, where there's an 800-year-old vampire that's in the body of like a little kid. Mother Marin, she's called. Well, should be somewhere here. Here she is. That sword stuck in her snout. That is somewhat sore. That's a very vanilla sounding noise. My first thought was Elwyn Forest. I think that's another good thing about as well. If you always have an era server, no one wants to play them. But if you have a nice break from it, you might fancy going back to it. So if it was like I say, it refreshed every 2 years, you might think, I'll do vanilla this time. And if it goes into TBT, you just think, nah, I won't bother. Just wait again. As if it's always on offer. You get tired of it eventually.
Is this hello?
Well, I do.
Goodbye. The time waste must be preserved. Good luck
I
on
love
your
the world,
next
it's just 11 in vanilla is a joke. It takes far too long.
Can I help you? See you later.
Nice that axe that we've got there.
Greetings.
Greetings.
See you around.
Oof, another level. I'll keep some of that. I'll maybe just auction it once I finish recording. I'll do. I don't know whether I'm picking the right ones or not. Trying to find a... I was wondering if that would be a good picture overlooking there, but you don't really see enough. There we go. I wanted that in. Two seconds. That's not as good as I was thinking. I'll just do it, sort it after. What did it say I have to do there? Extended annals. Let's get some book off him then. I might have to buy a Christmas tree this weekend. I'm not sure. I did say I was going to get decorations this year. Just don't like spending money. Not like I've got a lot. We need all these YouTube accounts to start making money, that'd be nice. Even if I could make just a little bit that topped up my wage, it'd give me even more gusto to do even more. Because at the moment I'm just doing it because of the enjoyment.
May the stars guide you.
Which is the best way to start things, to be fair. If I could enjoy it and make money, that would be unreal. Which that main account is monetized, so... Imagine having 3 monetized accounts. If I had the main one with WoW discussion videos and lore, I had this, a Let's Play that was monetized, and the Harry Potter one, that'd be class. Highly unlikely though. This is probably the one that's most unlikely to get it. To get a monetized Let's Play account would be damn hard. Because obviously people already have their favourites to watch. So it's like, why randomly choose this guy's account who's got barely any subs and not skilled at the game, obviously clicking. Why watch him compared to other ones who've done it for years? It's a difficult thing to break. But we'll see, won't we? We shall see. Not losing out. Not losing out on anything by playing an hour here and there, am I? And I enjoy playing the game. I really should be putting on sweeping strikes when I'm attacking too. I actually see some people leveling there, makes a nice change. Put that on the wrong thing. I didn't think that'd be anywhere near close enough, that's surprising. Goodbye. I think this is probably better than DK. I'll level one though. We'll probably level all the melee. Keep us busy until midnight comes out. That's the plan. Work through every single melee character, and we'll do different zones for each one as well. So we won't do what we've done on this one. I think it's Alliance next. I've already created the characters. I think it's Human Paladin. Not sure. Yeah, I think it's a Human Paladin, Orc DK, and then a Night Elf Monk is what we're making. Or we've made. Plant seeds. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Woohoo. How long was it last week? It's right, 15 seconds. It was completely irrelevant there then. Get me out, get me out! Where's that? There we go. Alright, need one more skull. Might as well click off that. No dungeon today then. No dungeon today. Come on, in your pot. Second time I clicked sweep and strikes and I didn't actually get the benefit from doing it. That's that one done. One of those blown up and then the seed planted. And that's us done here. Can we reach from here? No. Did think it was a little far, but I thought that on the other ones. Hello. Is that everything done? It certainly is. Any good views about? That's not a bad one. Mount on or mount off? I might leave mount on for this one. Do it then. Not doing it. Doing Windows G. Bizarre. I'll sort that out after. That's what I always use for screenshot. The Xbox thing. Where is he?
Ishnudalvie. Goddess watch
Is
over.
that a new ring? Right, put you instead of
Go in peace.
that one then. Right, I'm going to leave that there. That's enough for today. Good old 40 minutes. I'll try and get back to this as soon as I can. But like I said, I've been smashing videos for the other channels, which I've actually put a link. I've combined them all together. So on this one, it shows you on the home page the other channels that I keep speaking about, and on the other ones, it references back to this. So that's that for today.